Why do you have Kozota by 8 a.m. only Saturday?
Is there recording now?
Oh, hi guys. Welcome to We Have No Weekends, a podcast by the University of Ibadan Medical Students Association.
When we rant about medical school because nobody told us this was the life we're getting into.
Hello everyone and welcome to another wonderful episode on We Have No Weekends. My name is Meliat and Moyin, your wonderful host for this episode. I have Moyin again as my co-host.
Meliat and Moyin are back together.
Yes! They cannot keep us away. Wait! Oh, why did you just come into my head? They don't love you like I love you.
They don't love us like, wait, what? Never mind.
And we have two wonderful guests here on this episode, and I'll allow them to introduce themselves.
Ladies first.
Okay, so ladies first. Hi, my name is Esther Olaoye, Sarah's twin.
All right, my name is Akinjari David, popularly known as Ice Bear.
Popularly known as Ice Bear, my god. And we're here for another wonderful episode, and today we're going to be talking about the beauty of self-care.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yes, and to start, we're going to play a game called Rapid Fire Self-Care. So I'm going to give you guys 30 seconds. I'm going to time you 30 seconds to list as many self-care ideas as you can think of. Are you guys ready? Are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'll start it too. Are you ready?
All
Your
right.
time starts now.
Sleep. Call your uncle and ask them for money. Rest with your woman. If you're single, call your mom. Go to church and pray.
Mm-hmm.
Spend money. If you don't have money, sit down and think about how you have money. Imagine all the things you will do when you have money. Satisfy your cravings.
No, that's a
Sleep
good one.
again. Thank you.
Okay, that was like 25
I mean, single
seconds.
people.
Actually, no rest for single people this year, 2024. Yeah, sorry to all of you.
Thunder fire you.
Thank you. So I'm going to time you now, Esther. So 30 seconds. Your time starts now.
Sleep, eating, skincare, spa days, relaxing, like listening to podcasts and all. Netflix,
Like
definitely.
us.
Starting school.
Okay.
Oh my God, yes.
Okay.
I genuinely consider that self-care.
See,
What else? What else? I think that's pretty much all I would indulge in. So
I feel like the most common form of self-care that medical students do is to stop school.
Yes. Oh my God.
it's valid.
I will not comment on
Valid.
that.
You know,
You are a good student. You should go to school every day.
Stop school when you can.
Sometimes you need to rest.
the only
School
time
is always going to be there.
Right. The only time I've ever gone to school complete was in ophthalmology posting because they said it was 100% attendance and I wanted to
But
write
it's not
my
really
name.
How that's the posting I just finished now.
That was the only time I went to school
Wait.
every single day.
Wow.
Tutorial level, I'm not going to... Why would I... Come on. No, it doesn't work that way. It really doesn't.
I mean, starting school is self-care, definitely, but I have a perfect attendance in most postings.
Perfect.
Serious medical students.
By perfect, you mean 75%.
No.
Like 100. Wow.
Are you
Some person
sure?
that told us to stop school.
Wow. Advise us to do bad things and do the right thing. Interesting. Okay, Moyin, I'm going to start.
Wait,
your
no,
30
me, I don't know
seconds.
any. It's just for the guests.
Moyin, please,
Why
let's
are
hear
you
you. Let's hear you.
Let's
You
hear
guys,
you.
we have to hear your own.
But
Please, just keep in mind that censor whatever it is that you want to say. Just keep that in mind. I will not be saying why I said that.
Seconds and say
They
rapid
said you
fire.
should not be misbehave. Tell us your
Oh, yeah.
own.
Your 30 seconds starts now.
Sleep, obviously. Stop school, obviously. Listen to music, preferably classical music. You can also listen to like really loud music, depending on how bad it is. Go to parties, drink a lot of water.
Go to parties, yes.
Watch out for the next bonfire.
Yes, exactly. If you need self-care, be there.
Yes, actually be there. You get to dance, get to drink a lot of water, get to meet new people as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then Go to UI, go to Upper Dam, sit down there and just look
Your
at it.
30 seconds is okay.
See.
You know,
Kind of-
Taking walks in
Taking
UCH
walks is very
in the
good.
evening is amazing.
I will not
Well,
advise
it is-
anyone to walk in UCH.
I've gone to everywhere.
It's really amazing.
UCH is too small.
I fail to find anywhere that's pleasurable to look at in that.
Okay, you're
But
looking at
it's,
it.
It's not the
it's not the
looking.
looking at actually, it's just the walking.
It's just the walk.
Well, that place is bar.
Wow. Why did you guys say go to UI? I walk to Upper
That's why I
Dam.
agree with you, man.
I think the route I particularly like is the circular road.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's really cool. Yeah.
I'll try it out.
You should. Okay, so our next question. So what does self-care mean to you as a medical student? Why don't you start, Esther?
Me as well. I don't think self-care means extra to me as a medical student. I think it just means something to me, and I think it should mean that much to anybody that taking care of yourself should be your priority, because life is going to hit you with so many things. Being a medical student is extra stress, there's extra this, there's extra that, and you should always remember to take time to do stuff for yourself that would rejuvenate you, like to replenish you when you go
replenish
low,
your energy.
things that would replenish your energy. And I think I wrote in the yearbook that one thing I made sure that I did was I knew that okay, this was the time I wanted to rest, and I would definitely take that rest. I identified that I needed to rest, and I would take the rest. So I think it's just about doing things to make sure that you're not constantly burnt out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can be 100 today, go to school for one day, and you go back to 0.
Real.
So take out a 30 minutes,
That is way too easy. God.
1 hour, and at least take it to 20% before you go. Because you're not going to get 100.
Actually.
All right, so let me quote a popular doctor, one of our popular lecturers. He said, "The moment you picked medicine in your JAM form, you signed a contract to read till you die."
Oh my God.
Right? So the thing is, the whole medical practice is like a journey, right? And there are a lot of things that happen in this journey that would, like Esther said, would bring your battery way down.
Yeah.
Right? And permit me to say this is no shade on any other medical, no education, no other course of study or any other practice, right? But there's something about medicine that just, wow, you get it. Right?
Exactly.
Like, so yeah, I feel like self-care as a medical student is just those little breaks in the marathon that's medical school. Just rejuvenation, finding that charging back to 100, like Esther said. I feel like that's what self-care as a medical student, because it's a marathon and you get tired eventually, but just taking those little breaks in between, that's what self-care means to me.
That's good.
Oh, they said it all. I mean,
Well, let's
No,
hear
but
your
to
own
you,
now.
do you get...
okay. Well, basically, yeah, I agree. That's what self-care means. Self-care just means taking care of yourself to make sure you're not burnt out, because you have to remember because at the end of the day, it's someone that is living that can practice medicine.
See, exam will come and go.
Exactly.
Actually,
It's the person that will
if anything,
remain.
if anything should happen to you, life will move on. No, they will move on. No,
I mean, look at
it
that.
will shock you.
Look at that CEO that died in America. Apparently, they still had that meeting he was going to.
Wow.
Even if you faint in exam or other people will continue writing exam.
So, if you need
You
to
are
take
the
care of
one that will
yourself,
faint.
take care of yourself first. I mean, you will still meet me. Your medical school will be there when you are ready. So,
Honestly, it will be. I think for me, self-care is very important, because ever since I had like a major burnout, which we'll be talking about later, ever since I had like a major burnout, I've not completely recovered. So it's like I'm just getting like myself like back in like little bouts, and I have to constantly make sure that I don't do too much, right? So that's why I involve myself in like so many other things, like this podcast, for example, that would give me time to not think about my problems, right? And I can just let go and just do something fun and just chill, or like writing, or like the rehearsal now for the stage play. So like those things allow me to not think about medical school and the stress. So I think self-care for me is like very, very important. And I don't like school. I don't know why I'm here, to be honest with you. Yeah, I don't like school, but it's important to get that degree. I've started. I can't just stop halfway. It doesn't make any sense. So I have to get the degree.
Really?
So I'm just trying my best. All the years of suffering cannot mean nothing.
Bruh.
It has to matter.
Bruh.
So I think self-care for me is that I don't push myself to that limit again that I've seen that I can't go past. Is to not push myself to that limit. So just try to maintain my energy and make sure that there are other things I can do that still make me happy and still fulfill me in one way or another.
And sorry to permit me to chime in. That happiness, I feel like medical school, right? I feel like maybe if you're 100 in a class, probably only 5 or 7 are happy.
Yeah, 5 or 7. I feel like that's a lot.
I think that's a lot too.
Bro, I feel like I won't say that people are not happy in medical school, but people are just like, God, why am I here? Why did I get here in the first place? Right? So I feel like self-care pays more attention to finding that happiness, finding that little sparks of joy to at least make your life more colorful than the grey thing that is medical school.
It's like you have a big grey circle and you just need to find a blot of white.
Yeah, that's the truth.
So how has your view of self-care changed since you started medical school? To be fair, I feel like I didn't even have a view on self-care before I started medical school. Do you get, like, what did it matter that I knew how to give myself time or anything before medical school? It felt like I'm just living life now. I'm just chilling,
Yeah.
But there's no chilling here. Only suffering.
I think before medical school was like, self-care wasn't really like an intentional thing before medical school. It was something you just, it's normal. You have to take care of yourself. But then here you have to be like, okay, yes, today I'm not going to school.
Actually, today I'm going to
I'm going to sit in my room and eat.
Just watch movies, just chill, just be on my bed and not get up.
Yeah. You see this thing, this view of self-care as a medical student. Let me even give the gist. Right, so when we're in pre-clinicals, right, I remember one of our seniors came around and told us that pre-clinicals, right, it takes just your mornings and evenings. But you see this thing called clinical school. Clinical school will take your morning, your evenings, and your night, right? So, at least when we were in like secondary school and primary school, everybody was all about that grind. Pass your jam, pass your WAEC, and get into school and all. But coming here into medical school, right, you begin to learn a lot of things. And I think that's just one particular thing. Oh, let me just put it out there, by the way. I'm a huge mental health advocate, right? So yeah.
That's why you're here.
All right, so growing up, when you think of health, you're probably thinking of just your physical health, right?
Yeah.
But crossing over into university, you get to meet wonderful NGOs like Asido Campus Network. Let me laugh. Yeah, so
Shameless plug.
The previous advice. That's just your one. But yeah, right. You get to hear things like about the importance of your mental health. How your health is more than just your physical health. It's part of your mental health, your social health, and your physical health. Right. So you're now more conscious about it. You're now more conscious. You're now more aware. You're now more aware that you really need to take care of it. Yeah. Particularly with medical school. The thing is, when I'm talking about mental health, right, I like to say that there are different things in life that are like weapons that are fashioned against your mental health. And when it comes to the journey that is medical school, I don't even know the grade of weapons to classify it.
It past village people.
But just having that consciousness that, okay, yes, this is something that I have to protect. This is something that I have to safeguard. This is something that I have to be conscious of and ensure that I'm at 100 at all times. Yeah, I feel like that's the transition that has happened on my view of self-care, being a medical student.
That's like you to be honest, I feel like you said it all, because truly, you get to realize when you get into medical school that you actually have to take care of yourself mentally, because things will happen to you and you'll be like, how? What do you mean? What is this? How is this happening?
If I start to
and then when that thing happens, you spiral down again.
You get, and you don't know how to deal with
it's like
things.
an endless bit of.
Oh my god!
Because a lot of things, we'll get there. Just
God.
I still remember. Oh my god.
Yeah, counting down. We still have like 3 years plus.
That was counts down. You want to keep revising the calendar.
Actually,
I think you can't really count down until after MB3.
I've given up.
So many things are still going to change.
yeah, because
It moved from middle of 2026 to end of 2026. Now we're in 2027 now.
That alone is so depressing.
right.
When I came into medical school, we're supposed to finish in 2023.
Sorry, why is it? Any of this for
I think the sort of culture shock I had was I got to watch people I grew up with grow up, and I'm not growing.
You know, yesterday the number of congratulatory messages for convocation.
Oh my god!
And I'm like, I got to watch my classmates grow. I got to watch my juniors grow.
That is so
And I'm
annoying.
still here, a bloody undergraduate.
Do you get? And it's like people are finished
It's
for
very
4 years
depressing.
courses and like you are
And then I go
graduating, you are
home.
working.
And my parents are treating me like the bloody undergraduate that I am. I'm like, I have married classmates, so
But you're not married now.
that's not the point.
Me self no small. Oh. Let's be
Exactly.
careful.
Oh, but yes. Oh, God, I beg. You're still another graduate. Nothing is changing it. The thing is.
And every day in the long journey, they frustrate you, they annoy you, they make you cry, they make you not want to show up. They do not do anything to make your day pleasurable in the slightest. It's against their innate nature.
Right.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You should be happy as a medical student. Why?
You know,
you
someone
guys-
has actually said that to us before.
I know someone has said it before.
I think in surgery, someone said that to us.
They were not happy, so why are we going to be happy?
God, I beg. Oh.
Can you imagine? Why are you against happiness? Why are you against people feeling fulfilled as they are going through this stressful course?
You know, I particularly think that beyond all this, the rigors of like medical school and all, right, I have this theory that the environment as well, right, contributes. Because let's think about it. We know what we signed up for, whether we like it or not.
Did we?
I didn't.
We did not
No,
know.
I didn't. May I've said my I didn't.
You did not
know.
I didn't.
Okay,
I
exactly.
did
I
not
also
know.
did not know.
But continue.
But we are here. We don't have a choice. Do you understand?
All right, so I think to a very good extent, right, I think everybody knew what they were signing up for coming to medical school, right? You knew that you are not like others. No shades, but you're not like others, right? So I just feel like if the environment itself, you know, like where you're staying, where you're living, if there could be light, let me call it out. Let me call it spade. If there could be light, if there could be water, right? I feel like we would have a very, very good. I won't say very good. I would say that at least it won't be as bad as it is. But looking at the environment now, the way it is,
Horrible.
and it's not even looking like it's going to get better anytime soon. I feel like all those things just join to make this entire thing just so.
Because you wake up in the morning, normally when you wake up in the morning, you're supposed to think of, what am I going to eat before I
first
go
now.
for this word round or this lecture? And then you're thinking of how you want to fetch water. How long
On
is
a
the queue? Is the water running slowly? Is it running
quickly?
fast? You know? See, or you're waking up at 4 a.m. or 3 a.m. to go and
I know
fetch
guys that wake up
water.
around 3 a.m. to just go and look for water. Why?
Yes, I've done it before.
Why? You should be reading or
Yes.
sleeping. You should not be looking for
I woke
water
up
in
around 2 a.m.
2024.
Instead of going back to sleep, the only thing that came to my mind was wait. Let me check.
Do
if
I
there's
have
water
water?
running. And if there are many people at the tap. True enough. Around that time, there'll be like 6 or 7 people on the queue. Because you're not the only one that wake up that time to
Yeah,
think, okay.
Yeah,
That particular
there's nobody on
By
the
4
queue.
a.m., you will see that queue will start getting long.
Jesus.
7 a.m.
Let's not go down that road.
See, honestly, the conditions here they're just crazy, and I don't know why you would expect someone to be studying here and still feel like, oh yeah, I'm doing good. I'm not doing good, kaka. I'm not okay.
And I think that that's the essence of self-care.
Yeah.
Despite all of this,
Go home.
find a way to preserve yourself.
I've closed shop for the year. I've said it. I've closed shop for the year.
I've locked
Oh, I
up.
forgot to mention in rapid fire, go home. But we'll get
Yes.
Go home.
I'm really somebody, yes.
Jesus Christ, I cannot
I'm
emphasize it.
imagining just standing in my mommy's kitchen. Now my mommy is retired, so she will have my time. I'll disturb her. Mommy, how are you?
I
Mommy,
think
mommy, come,
let's actually agree now. How many times do you think a medical student should go home in a month or in 2 months?
In a
I go
month.
home like 3 times in
I go
2
home
months.
4 times in a month.
You live your
depends
parents
on where
live in
you live,
Ibadan, abi?
Actually,
So I live
yeah.
an hour away, so I can go like
Your parents live in
every
Ibadan,
month,
that's
every
why.
2 months.
I live
I
in
live
Lagos,
30
but me,
minutes
I don't
away.
mind. I will take that.
Interesting.
I will take that cost for my health. I'll take that cost for my mental health because, bruh, Jesus Christ.
I think I actually went home like a lot more times this year than like previous years, but I think that was also attributed to like things I was doing in Lagos because we traveled for NIMSA games.
Yeah.
So yes, there was that and like a couple of other things. But like going home is very
Mount
very
economy.
important.
They already know that
Just
once
gisting
I've gotten to a
with
point like
my
this, you've seen me with my bag. I'm going.
I feel like that's one of the happiest. I think that's one of the best things that I do. Like once you just reach the eye. It's not hard. All I just did is my tote bag.
See, I just carry that bag like
I just
this.
carry that tote bag, and then people are
And
like,
next thing you see,
go.
I'm at the train station.
I'm going home. Peace out, everybody.
And if you cannot go home, at least call home. You know, video call with your mom.
Yeah.
Or your phone
Try and get that
siblings,
cell phone
and
home.
just laugh because. From the beginning to the end of your day in medical school, I doubt you'll find something as interesting as just hearing your mom's voice or hearing your sister's voice or your brother's
Yeah.
voice. Home is real. Home is good. Please.
Not if they're billing you though, but continue.
Yeah, that's what.
Actually, there are some people that used to be when they go home, but
No, I mean younger siblings billing you.
Oh,
so I don't want to hear their voice.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm the one that does the billing.
do you get? I do the
It
billing.
must be
This one
nice.
is the village.
It must be nice.
Just so you know, we don't like to hear your voice.
You love it.
Oh my god.
So, do you have any personal self-care routines that used to distress, and what are they?
All right. So, okay. So, how I distress is let's take it one by one, right? So, I have typically observed that I'm a guy. I'm not as up as I would like to be. The first thing I do is I sit back and actually think, oh yeah, what's happening? Where's the stress?
What's the
from?
problem?
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the first thing you should do before trying to find a solution. You can't solve what you don't know is wrong with you, right? So you have to first identify what's stressing you. What are some things that stress people in school? Maybe you wrote a test and you probably didn't score that well. That one. I think, show of hands here if you probably felt that way in bike.
Bike.
See, I never had
Bike
hope
is too
for
far
bike,
away.
by
Bike is
the
too
way.
far away.
Never had hope for it.
This is what preclinical was. And
Okay,
like you know, just like when you just look at your test, and not of morning. Once you cross over to clinicals,
I
right?
don't think I failed any bike test.
We have a distinction among us.
Two hands up for you.
Please. All right. But I'm just going to like first things first. You want to identify the problem. What's stressing you? Is this school? Are you physically stressed? Are you probably not feeling well, right? And then you want to find how can I solve this? So if it's something academic, right? There are some mantras I just have in my head. One, bro, it's not the end of the world. Two, we'll get it next time. Prepare for my comeback. You know, all those type of mental propping. But being more pragmatic, right? What you want to do is probably you probably want to pay attention to what you did that wasn't good when preparing for the first test and find, oh, how can I come back? What are the things? Oh, probably this reading strategy was not good for me. I typically recall when I was 100 level, there was a time I tried doing TDB to enter exam hall. I did not pass that exam. And yes, I'm a medical student, but my not passing the exam was a 69-ish. But yeah.
Come on.
Please, let's not start this thing. I will judge you.
What do you mean got 69?
I was going for an A, but yeah. That's just by the way,
That
right?
said, you did not get what you expected, not that you did not pass it.
But I mean, like, just trying to find reading strategies that work for you help to like alleviate the academic stress. Now, let's talk about the real things that stress us in medical school. The thinking. Bro, I don't think anybody thinks as much as medical students. Like, God. Things you'll be thinking of is, let's just talk about the average medical student. You're thinking, God, how do I make it for this world round? God, how do I cram all these things before world round tomorrow? How do I escape percussion? Where do I stay to avoid percussion? What else?
Where do I stay to avoid percussion?
And the most common one is, can I actually cover? Maybe in the 4 weeks posting, week 1 you're like, this posting is soft, it's sweet. Week 2,
and then
I'm loving it.
when you give
Week
up
3,
that you cannot cover.
and then Monday of week 4, Thursday this week, and then like Wednesday, they're like,
Then you just realize how voluminous it is.
I can't cover,
You see a 78 page slide, and you're like, I can cover it, and they open it, there's no picture, it's just words. You get that kind of thing, right? So medical students think a lot. So what are some of the things that I do? I don't think. And what's the first thing I do not to think? It's very easy. Man, just sleep.
Oh, I feel like we should have recorded my facial reaction. Keep going.
Well, let me tell you, it's very easy to not think. What you just have to do is isolate yourself from everything that's happening around you. And I think that's what they call mindfulness, right? So you just have to sit down and take your mind away from other things that are probably going to distract you, right? How can you do this? You probably want to take a nap, want to sleep. And when I mean sleep, I mean like good sleep, like actually forget everything. Just
it's like you teach me because let me say something. Because when I have like a lot of work that I need to do and I've not done it yet, when I sleep, my dreams are about that work.
Okay, so the thing is one, the trick there is to tell yourself the truth. Thinking about it will not solve it. No matter how hard you think about it, man, it's just going to be in your head, right? So what you want to do is to get a clear head. One of the best ways to do that is sleep. Now, the second thing that you can do is binge a series. I didn't say a movie, a series, particularly of 8 episodes, 1 hour. Netflix shows are like the very best. It has to be 8 hours. Like you literally have to give yourself a very good time. You have to have a good time, and I do that with movies a lot. Sometimes I binge series, and I'm like, this thing is 2 seasons.
Criminal Minds all the way. I rewatch right? From the first season to the end.
You want to binge series. Then you also want to satisfy cravings. Yes. Now this is for the. Like this mommy here, when she said they asked her tips of self-care, she was saying spa day. Oh, girl, right? But I mean, there are some things that you probably just want. Maybe you just want to drink Goodimon, or maybe you just want chicken and chips. Maybe you just want
hot chocolate,
or you just want enough pasta, right? Just get what you want and.
I want spondylium.
For real though, I think I remember one day.
Meliat made spondylium and egusi in this hostel. And she told no one.
It is on a Snapchat I was seeing.
Ate it on her own.
I did not eat it on my own.
And I ate it on Snapchat with her.
Nice one, Meliat. These are the kind of people you should avoid in medical school. The ones that will enjoy and not.
That's not true. If I'm eating my food, wait, Moyin is my food, but if I'm eating my food, why are you talking as if no? That's part of the point.
All right, so you want to ensure that you're eating well, you're getting some exercise, and the idea of exercise. Yes. Now this is the
go to a base gym.
Please, my walking around UCH is enough exercise for me. I don't have the weight to lose. I cannot afford to lose any more weight.
But you get the idea. The idea of exercise is not basically to lose weight. It's just to give yourself that much energy to work, because you actually need to work, right? So you need that energy boost. And I think the last thing I would just do is to declutter. So this is how decluttering works.
Okay.
I'll give you a typical example, right? So putting it out there, I'm a video editor. So yeah.
All right.
Hit me up, guys. Hit me up, bro.
You don't do acido. Now, video editor.
Please. Continue. Please. We don't know where God's people will come from. Anyway, right? So I literally had like a couple of tasks to do. I had schoolwork and I had some other extracurriculars to do, and it was so much, right? And I literally just found a way to declutter, and I'm going to share a strategy for everyone. So just imagine you went to a buffet, right, and you have a plate, and then on your plate you have ice cream, eba, fufu, egusi, ewedu, jollof rice, fried rice, meat, fish, turkey.
This your example.
I wouldn't mind that plate though. But continue.
That plate is so chaotic. Why?
Exactly. You get it.
Sometimes chaos is good. But continue.
Not this kind of chaos.
That's why she chose medicine. You will know them. You will know them already. You will know them. But anyway, right? You get the picture of how chaotic that plate is.
Yeah.
Right. So what you want to do is actually separate them. So focus on the appetizers first. Probably you just need something small first. Eat that one. Drop the plate. Then you move to the main course, right? Now, the thing is, you think it doesn't work, but it does. It does, because I think one of the major things that stresses people is when you think of all the things you have to do. But you don't actually have to think of all the things you have to do. You just need to think of one thing to do at a time. And then slowly, it's getting smaller. And before you know, you have finished everything. on your
Actually,
plate.
that's valid. I think I do that. I actually do that when I have like a lot to
From
do.
now on, I shall think
I
of things I
focus
have
on-
to do as a buffet. Food.
Right? Make it very easy.
I focus on like the one thing that is like very important and I need to sort out right now, and then the
Yeah.
other take a back seat. And then once I'm done, I'm like, okay, what's left? I have to do this, I have to do that, and all of that. I think it's actually quite helpful. Yeah.
Alright. Madam Chaos. Let's know how you wade through the chaos.
I actually happen to function very well in chaos. So
CV required. I work on that pressure.
But when I begin to feel like I'm very off, I probably wake up late, which is not uncommon because I wake up late. But when I wake up extra late, then I know that
Just to put it out there, right?
then I know that okay, I'm already feeling a little bit tired. So if it's a school day, I mean, I'll still get myself together and go to school. Like, and I don't exactly stab a lot. But when I come back, as I'm approaching my room, first thing that comes to my mind is, what am I going to do to rest? Sometimes right from when I'm leaving the hospital, I'll have ordered food.
Real.
So when I get to the hostel, I'm either maybe meeting the dispatch rider,
Okay.
or just a couple minutes later he's coming. So I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, so food.
Yeah.
So that's food.
Okay.
Then I do this thing where I spring clean when I'm stressed.
Okay.
So I feel like everywhere around me has to look a certain way.
Yeah.
Like prepare myself for that rest. So I clean everywhere again, rearrange, and rearrange. Just I always
Arranging is
know.
actually quite
Yeah,
therapeutic.
it's quite therapeutic for me. So when I feel like my room is at a place of peace,
Mm.
and I'll sit on my bed
Okay.
and eat.
Wow.
Have food.
Netflix. I spend an insane amount of time on Netflix. I'm pretty sure I spend like 8 hours on Netflix.
Paddy.
I'm watching so many things at once, depending on my mood, depending on how much
Okay.
I need the replenishing,
Yeah.
depending on what is trending at the time. Sometimes I can go as far back as watching a movie from the 2000s, not something trending, just because
Just
I need that 2000 rom-com in me.
Oh.
So I'm very versatile with my range of movies. So I pick
Okay.
something that is just with my mood at the time.
Yeah.
And then when I'm done, I sleep. I wake up,
I
I
think
have a bath, and I do my skincare.
Hey.
Nothing.
I want to be like you when I grow up.
You see,
Nothing gets
giving
to
big money.
me like my
You get-
skincare. And if
Oh,
I'm
okay.
feeling very, very, very overwhelmed, that like I just need to. Sometimes I need to leave ABH. That's why I go home a lot.
yeah.
I've gone home every day in the week, and I'll come back the following day. Depends on how stressed I am.
We're
Depends on how stressed I am. If I feel like I just need to leave this space, I need to get out of
Of
this
this-
place
yeah.
immediately, I'll just call my dad and say, hello,
Copy.
you don't
I'm
be.
coming. Oh. And then when I go home, being at home is just different.
Yeah.
You get,
It
you get to eat food you actually,
Food you want,
food
and
you
you
want,
didn't pay
food you
for.
enjoy, free food.
Let's talk
And you're
about.
not thinking about the portion of food.
Which thing up? Just
See.
stack your plate as high as you want.
We need to introduce. Let's talk about home therapy. Let's talk about how. I feel like I have this thing. So I stay in Lagos, right? So this is how this is how my happiness starts once I'm going home. First thing, once I see a yellow bus like this, my blood pressure will just you best go there. I'm just happy. Once I get to like the park where I have to get like another bus to get home, my happiness is just building. And then once I get home, the first thing I do before anything, after greeting everybody, I'll first go and shower. Like proper shower.
Yeah,
Real shower.
actually.
It's just like washing away all the wahala of this place,
And
right?
doing it in your own bathroom.
No,
So you can spend like 30 minutes or 1 hour there.
Yes.
When I go home, I run water in a bucket just for the fun of running water in the bucket. Because I'm going to use the shower. I run the water just
Oh
for the
my
fun
God.
of running
Just
water. In fact, Last time I went home, I went to take an extra bucket to my bathroom and I ran water in both buckets, but ended up using the shower because now there's water.
You don't have to manage
And then I sit on the floor of the bathroom and I watch the water run into buckets and I'm happy that there's water.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
God, I beg, right? So that home therapy, just getting home, I feel like it's just the warmth of being around people you love and care for and people that love you, right? And that's another thing about like support systems, right? Being in medical school, I think one of the major ways you can care for yourself is actually having really good friends. Because if you have bad friends, man, you're just going to suffer.
Yes, for real.
Like, we have
countless times I'll just be sad or angry.
Yeah, and you don't
I'll
have
go to Olamide's room.
One example.
Scatter Olamide's room. Eat her food.
Do you get actually?
When I'm done, I sleep off on her bed.
Yeah, I feel like that's just the good thing about home. That warmth. This is safe, like a literal safe space.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to insult you here. Nobody's going to ask you why don't you know this thing here. You're not going to have to think about what do I eat this morning. You don't have to actually do anything.
Because when you come, mom is like, what do you want to eat today?
What do you want to eat? Oh, no. The best one is
Mommy, I'm coming out tomorrow. What do you want to eat tomorrow?
I said, that question automatically like takes you. It adds like 50 years.
Like, and she's like, you want to cook for me? Oh my God.
Maybe I don't have to go to prestige.
Oh my God, yeah.
This just goes to show how much you're actually suffering here.
Please pick your eye. Pick your eye. UI is the best place to be.
For real.
Pick your eye, but like, I don't know if I can tell you to pick medicine or not. I mean, I hear what we're going through. If you think you can do it, do it. That's his period. But I think with friends as well. So I'm currently like going through health week wahala, and I've been what do you call it? I was like working on what the proposal should look like before giving it to the designer to now design. Okay. And then we had like sort of like an issue with the theme, so I thought I'd already settled it. Only for me to have a conversation with Folusho, and then he was like, "That no, the general theme is different from symposium theme." That was like around like 9 p.m. at night. I think that time we still had Jen. They were still owning Jen for us. We still had now we don't have. I just went straight to Gerard's room. I said, "Gerard, I need a hug." I can't do this because like my head was just upset. I was like, "What do you mean?" I start thinking of a theme. Like it was. I thought I was done with proposal because I worked on that proposal for like a week straight. Yeah. I didn't do any other thing. I'll wake up in the morning. I'll open the laptop. I'll start editing. I'll start typing. I'll start writing budgets. So like it was just crazy, and I was like, "I'm still not done." What do you mean? Yeah. So I was just like, "Nah." I just needed a hug, and I was like, "Okay, yeah, I'm a little bit fine now. Maybe I can work it out." Yeah. And then I think I now messaged Rebecca, and then she now helped me like come up with like several themes, and then we now chose like, okay, everything is well and good now.
So all you're doing, have good friends, have friends that will give you hugs,
medical
friends that will help you,
that will
give you food,
friends that will give you
amazing
food.
With friends,
friends that you can party with.
I remember the day Meliat called me and said, "Esther, I have pepper soup for you."
Meliat, are you becoming at me because of pancakes?
And I voted for you.
That was after she called me and said, "Esther, there's native rice too." Oh my God!
It was during our exam time. Did I not give you? Wait, that should be eating my food before I talking like this. I gave you food during exam time.
You're not giving pepper soup. You're not giving native rice.
Sorry, but I gave you
catfish pepper soup.
Stop it. No problem.
See, that's pounded yam, catfish pepper soup, native rice. We talk.
Sorry. Don't be annoyed. But yeah, I think that's something I also do like when I need like self-care. I cook things that I wouldn't typically cook. Right? So like the pepper soup or like the panda was just very crazy to be honest.
I have my hands up. Can someone please explain to me how cooking actually helps with distressing first?
Oh my God, I love it. I recently discovered it.
You can't explain it to someone who doesn't like cooking. That's the problem.
I recently discovered
like cooking.
It.
Do you understand?
It is my go-to. People, if you pass by my room at maybe early afternoon or late evening or early evening, you'll probably find me cooking. Like I'm constantly cooking. I'm constantly cooking, and I'm cooking things because my standard of food is not prestige standard of food.
Thank you very much.
If I'm going to spend all day getting barraged, getting humiliated, the least I deserve
It's good
is
food.
a proper
Tasty
meal that is not improperly salted, lacks pepper,
With plenty leaves
not
inside.
well cooked,
I know now.
Yeah,
probably
or
with a
not
fly
enough.
in it.
See,
And then I can eat my fill.
Yeah, I feel like
I would literally stack up my
You take
plate.
you take first portion. I'm not full.
done.
Second
Take another
portion.
one.
Let's go.
And then I can eat my rice with chicken and plantain and everything, and I don't bother about the cost.
Actually.
I see the vision now.
So
See
yeah,
the vision.
yes. So cooking is amazing, and then you can
Actually, I
play
really love it.
music,
Although it's a
and
bit
then
hard
when
to
you're
cook
adding
it.
all your spices and everything, and it's scenting so nice. They're like, oh,
When I'm cooking, I
know
put my
how to
phone. I
cook.
put my phone down and I'm watching Netflix. Okay, I'm constantly watching Netflix. Honestly, it's embarrassing at this point. When I saw the tweet that Netflix was leaving Nigeria, I almost had a heart attack.
bro.
Because what am I going to do?
What will I watch?
Where will I start from?
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so what's your daily skincare routine?
Me? Oh, no, that's a
Actually,
question.
both of you.
Our skincare madam.
Skincare guru.
I want to be like you next year, Sha. I'm going to start.
Is it like currently? Because my skincare routine has changed over the course of when I started doing skincare. But my current routine is quite basic because I'm not doing a lot right now.
Okay.
I initially started with an acne targeted routine where I was using like acne products and all. But now I'm basically just vibing because I'm taking care of most of what I want to take care of. So I'm just like maintaining my skin.
Yeah.
So what do you use to maintain?
So I have a salicylic acid cleanser,
Okay.
which
Now
I
she's going to start mentioning things we don't know. But okay,
salicylic
go
acid.
on.
salicylic acid is really amazing for acne. Exactly. So it keeps it at bay. So I don't break out as often as I would normally. So I have a salicylic acid cleanser. That's in the morning, and after that I have a salicylic acid toner. But like in mild formulations, do you get salicylic acid toner, which I do not use every day. Let's say like I use on alternate days. After which, because of this rubbish weather, I use something for extra moisture. Can be an essence, can just be me using multiple moisturizers, whichever one my mood is feeling. So if I use an essence, I don't use multiple layers of moisturizer. But if I don't use the essence, I use multiple layers of moisturizer. So I use 2 different brands. So I'm not clowning myself. So I use one that has more moisture, and then I use the thicker one on top of it because it seals in the moisture. It's how you, if you want to use thick products. Yes, something like that. So it's like you don't want to use Vaseline in the morning because Vaseline is an amazing emollient, but it will make you like sweat a lot and all. Because I still have to use sunscreen.
SPF.
So yes, SPF 50. Never go anywhere without your SPF. The weather is too hot. You do not want to come out of this looking black from sunburn. But in the night, I have a more elaborate routine. In the night, I use my Tiam cleanser. It's a snail and azulene water cleanser. Or
I like the snail products. They're usually they feel very.
oh no, I don't. It's a cleanser, so I don't really put a lot of thought into cleansers. Then I have Skin Logic's exfoliating cleanser. So like I have like 3 cleansers I use at night, but I don't use them all at once. Okay. So like I have a timetable like pasted somewhere in my room that I know which one I'm using today. So but most days I use the TM cleanser, and then what do I use in the night? TM cleanser. Then I use my serums. So I have a depigmenting serum and a brightening serum, which I use on alternate days, and I use tretinoin 3 days a week. So that's like my main gidigba.
Tretinoin.
Yeah. I use tretinoin, and then I moisturize. After I moisturize, I try to use Vaseline Blue Seal as an emollient. Like I said, it seals in the moisture, so go to bed looking like a glazed donut.
Now wow.
And then I sleep, wake up, rinse, and repeat.
Skincare is so hard.
That is the easiest routine.
I know it's the easiest routine, but it's hard. I mean, I try skincare. Actually, I'm only intentional about skincare when I have like severe acne problems. That's the only time I remember, okay, yeah, let me start buying shit. And then when it clears up.
Actually, I need to start next year because like it was this year that I broke out, and then typically when I get pimples, they clear out on their own. So that's why I never used to bother about skincare. But then this year, they came and they stayed. And they kept on staying. And new ones will pop when my period is coming, and then they'll stay. I'm like, why? Where? Who?
You are not a good person.
I'm a very wonderful person. What do you mean by that?
You are not. You didn't give me pounded yam.
Retweet.
You are not.
What?
It's because you didn't give me pounded yam.
Why you focusing on this pounded yam? Like, it's really not that deep.
Crazy it is?
Exactly.
Did you see the picture of the pounded yam?
Yes.
It's like 10 of Christy pounded yam.
I just opened Snapchat, I saw pounded yam. I was like, ha.
I will not.
And then I saw Gerald saying Meliat's giving me pounded
I
yam.
will not be
gave Gerald.
commenting.
You gave Gerald.
That's why you should be a good friend.
Please can we move on?
Next,
Okay.
please.
So, what are some common myths about self-care that you know?
Do I know any myths about self-care? That you need to do certain things for certain periods of time, and if you're not doing certain things, you're not going to, maximize it. But people tend to forget that self-care is about you, what you like, what you enjoy, what works for you. You don't have to do yoga if it does not work for you. You don't have to do skincare if it doesn't work for you.
Yeah.
There's no written formula.
Oh,
And the best way to find out what works for you is to just explore as much as you can.
True. So that exploring
Sleep
will
and
cost
food.
you, but
Yeah.
Sleep and food,
Sleep and food never fail.
it never
True.
For
fails.
real,
Never
though,
fails.
sleep and food.
Comfort
and binge
food.
watching movies
Yeah.
never
So-
fails.
Real.
So some common myths like she mentioned, right? So I feel like one common myth that people think about when you hear the word self-care, you're probably thinking, money will go, right? But I like to think of myself as a simple person, right? You don't really need to do extra. You don't have to do extravagant things, right, to take care of yourself. Sometimes it's just some choices. You just need to make some choices. And I want to get into like another aspect of self-care that I think people don't talk about, right? So self-care in itself means putting yourself first, right? And sometimes people want to perceive that as selfishness, where people think that you're just thinking about yourself alone and only you matter. And then someone's trying to guilt trip you that, oh, why are you resting? Are you the only one that is tired? Can't you see that? I don't know if you've worked on a team where you hear people say that kind of thing, that are you the only one that is tired? That's not a very smart thing to say if you're a boss. Please don't say that again. Yeah, right? Because the thing is, you have to recognize that people have limits, right? So let me throw this analogy in, right? You know how our body has like immune system to resist against insult and all. Most of us, right? Our mental health has that system, which, well, the basic system of resisting stressors and like weapons fashioned against your mental health is resilience, right? It's resilience and your coping mechanisms, right? And again, bringing it to physical health, you know how some people in physical health they are immunocompromised. They probably have some diseases that make them weak and all. Some people, the way they grew up, the experiences they've had growing up, right, weakens their strength, their resolve, their ability to cope with stress, right? So you cannot take everybody with the same levity. You cannot treat everyone. That's why sometimes I find people when they just insult anybody, I'm like, that's not how it's done. I may be thinking of like handle this thing, but this person, he may probably break down. So the goal I'm trying to put out here is that one of the popular myths that I know that exists about self-care is that it's not selfish. Like they said, it's who's alive that will work. So please. No matter, I get the idea of being loyal. I get the idea of pushing through to make it. Yes, but now they're alive, go push. Now they're alive, go push. So right, you want to ensure that you're taking out time and respecting your body, your mind. If you know that this particular, and that's another thing I want to also point out for medical students, right? So there's this glam in medical school to be an overachiever. You see people taking on things, only you, president, this association, vice president, this association, president, general secretary.
Why does it feel like you're shading me?
No. That's the thing. It's not a shade, right? Some people, like I said, people are different, right? So you know what you can carry, but some people don't actually know what they are carrying, right? Some people think they can handle it, but they probably cannot, right? And when they find themselves in that situation, they're like, oh, what do I do? A self-care practice in that particular type of situation would be saying that, you know what, I don't think I can handle this stress. Please, I think I want to resign from this. Yes, leaving associations, leaving organizations that you belong to where you think that, okay, I don't think this is relevant for me, I don't think it's relevant for my future, or I don't think I can handle the stress, right? That's actually a self-care practice. And this is not you giving up. This is just you understanding that I don't think at this point in time I can handle all these things. I would rather want to optimize the little energy that I have to give my best in these few organizations that I belong to, right? So that's one. In combination with the sleeping, my dear, see, I think God ate when he invented sleep.
It was in his bag.
God was locked in when he said, man must rest. Because, God, I don't know if you had those type of sleeps where you just sleep and you wake up and you literally feel like your head has literally, you feel like probably an intracranial fracture does. You don't cry. You're like, bro. Yeah, so you want to sleep more, you want to eat good food. And you don't necessarily need to eat. Some people like Gary. I mean,
I like Gary.
See, Gary is don't let people pressure you.
I'm not taking Gary a lot this year, but I actually miss. What do you know? That's not.
All fingers are not equal.
Oh my God. That's not what I mean.
Well, yeah, you want to ensure you're eating good.
I like the versatility of Gary.
Right. Oh my gosh. And when you take Gary with milk and groundnuts.
Don't let anyone shame you for drinking Gary.
I don't like Gary with milk or groundnuts. Just plain.
Yeah,
Please, next question.
Judge you.
What do you like plain Gary?
Just plain. Okay, groundnuts is not bad, but I actually wondered about putting onions in Gary before, Sha.
Yeah, problem. Sorry. So to the next question, guys, because we're just not going to that place right now.
Let's just leave it there. No engagement. Just
Onions
in Gary for taste, for pleasure.
Okay. So, have you ever experienced burnout? I mean, I don't think. Wait. It's my committee members that phrased the question like that. Because I'll just tell you, yes, you've had burnout. So tell us.
When was the last one?
That's how it should have been. When was your last burnout? Because.
So, how did you recognize it and how did you address it?
Hey.
I think I want to start because I have a story.
I feel like this podcast is about to become a therapy session.
It's necessary, to be honest.
Yes, true.
So the play that we are about to do, that I wrote, so the story is, most of the stories I write are coined from my life experiences. Okay. So the story is. Don't think too much about it. So the story is like is the person's like mental state is a little bit much deeper than mine because I'm not diagnosed or anything, but I know that obviously I have a couple of mental things that I need to sort out. So it was like born out of my mental state during COVID when we were at home. That was the worst mental state I've ever had in my entire life. It was horrible. It was bad. I resumed school with that mental state and it just worsened and I couldn't do anything. I couldn't focus on anything. I couldn't read. I would have tests. The week coming up to the test, I can't do anything. The previous weeks, everything, it's literally like, even the day before, I'm still not reading anything. It's like the night before, like 5, maybe 7 hours to the test, and I'm like, okay, maybe I should actually just open my book and actually try to read something. It was that bad. So it was very horrible. And then, long story short, I tried to get help at Jaja, and the person that saw me said that what I have to do is talk to myself tell myself that I can read and I will read. And I like it ruined everything for me, and I was like, you know what?
Was that person a doctor?
Yes.
Well, can't about how hard it is
because
actually to get help.
Why would you tell his students that
I was so sad. I was literally crying while she was saying all those things. And then she was not telling me I should come back next week and come and see her and tell her about the progress. Which stupid progress? I tell you that I can't read anything. You say progress on what? So I was just so angry. And then I just left. I was like, you know what? I'll just find a way to cope myself. Because it's like, people are not ready to help me.
This is what I keep saying about how we never take child and adolescent psychiatry as anything in this country. People, adolescents, young adults are constantly breaking down. And nobody cares. Everyone is just like, your mates are doing it, so you better pick yourself up and do it.
That's such a terrible thing.
And the funny thing is that there are parents too who are messing up, and you don't see us telling, or there are adults too who are messing up, and you don't see us telling them, your mates are also doing it, so why did you pick yourself up and do it? I think it's very insensitive, and more attention should genuinely be paid to it.
Yeah, I agree.
Children go through all sorts of things. Adolescents go through all sorts of things.
So what I said about
and every single one is valid.
Exactly.
Even if it's just as small as, I won't say as small as, because that's even putting a measure on it. Yeah. Even if it's losing your phone or losing a dress you really like, your feelings about it are extremely
Which is very
valid.
likely to happen in ABH.
Exactly. Can you see another problem that we're facing? Somebody I know had his sneakers stolen, and he was really lamenting about how expensive it was because he got it off an original store.
Damn.
And I'm like,
hey,
sorry, I'm like, there was no why did you put it in the place that they could have taken it? No, the first thing you just say is, oh, I'm so sorry.
That's fair enough.
So sorry about your experience. Moyin, tell us about your own.
Thank you. But I think with this, and this is why, because whenever I tell, so my closest friend is Margaret, and whenever I decide I want to get involved in this, she's always like, and when I'm complaining that, oh, I'm doing so much, she's like, you complain, and then when it's time, you still go and do it again.
And you do it excellently.
Do you get? So like, that is what like gets me going. That's why I'm involving myself in like other things. Those things push me, and like I can do more. I can now funnel that energy that they give me into medical school. I can be like, okay, I'm doing good, I'm doing all right, and I have like a little bit of happiness, you know, with my movies or like with my writing or with podcasting, come and rant, you know, or with like just organizational work. Do you understand? So I think that's just like one way I've been able to address it. I hope that one day I can get professional help and actually figure out what the actual problem is. But for now,
you
I'm
can't
surviving.
get professional help. You live in UCH. We have an
I don't know if I want to try again. That's the problem.
We have an entire department that is dedicated to child and adolescent psychiatry.
Well, what is the process of getting the
best
help?
Consultant I have ever met. We like. She will tell you, we're at the ward round. In psychiatry, you sit down for ward rounds. So we're at the ward round sitting, and she's asking you, are you comfortable? Can you hear? Because, you know, you call the patient sit down. So it's like a table meeting.
Because actually,
that's how it usually is. She's so
like
sweet.
Those kind
she's
of
like,
things.
oh, do you want me to teach you anything? Let's just talk about this briefly. Or we can just come to my office and we'll just, you know, talk about a few things. She is the sweetest, literally. So relatable, so... And even the SRs, like the residents that are there, psychiatry residents are actually some of the best people. They will just nag you about coming to school. But if you're going to them as a patient and everything, they are so amazing. So I think you should try.
Okay, I will try.
Oh, me, burnout. Well, I mean, I can't say much because I can't exactly say that I addressed it in a healthy manner.
Let's hear about it, please.
No.
Let's have it.
How much water did you take?
That's a conversation for...
No.
Okay,
we are here to have the conversation.
Well, let's just say it was a lot of water.
Not very... Continue, what else did you do?
I mean, well, I eat a lot. So, I mean, I think there was a day I decided... There was a day I decided I was not going to school. I mean, there was even they were telling us the lecturer saying he's taking attendance. Whatever. I said, no, I'm not doing. I just archived class scripture. I went to UI. I walked all around UI that day. Then I went to Obadam and I sat down in front of Obadam.
And you plug in your ears.
Exactly. I spent the entire day in UI. Then I came back. Then another day, I walked from ABH to Gate. because I don't know. Usually when I'm feeling burnt out is when I notice that okay, I'm in class, I'm hearing, but nothing is entering. I'm reading, but it's just words on paper. You can't exactly
like a storybook that you're not making sense of.
So that's when I know that okay, I need to stop and just
distress.
Exactly.
All right. So, when last I experienced burnout, I think it's probably the last 2 weeks.
Aww.
Yeah, it was in the last 2 weeks. So, for those of you that know our story, we had like last 2 weeks. But they took it. And I did that they took it.
Actually, that day was so crazy.
It was so sudden. It just took me back to because we're literally coming from a dark spell to light. And then going back, it just brought back all those feelings in like
this again.
Right, it was very crazy. So how do I handle burnout? I think this is something that I've observed over a period of time. When I first came to school, I was very terrible at handling stressful situations. Right? I can probably just lash out at somebody or I'll not just be there. I'll not be an ice bear. I'll be an angry bear, right? Like I'll just not be there and people will obviously see it, right? But I think consistently interacting with strategies on healthy coping mechanisms with stress have actually helped me a lot. So anytime I observe that I'm really, really low, what I do is I don't talk, right? Because I like to think of, that moment when you're outside with people, you have a social battery and you have to just keep up that energy and talk with people. When you're burnt out, man, your social battery is like on a -4. So I just keep quiet. I literally don't talk to people and people are like, what's up? I'm like, I'm good. But what I'm doing inside is that I'm talking to myself, right? I'm helping myself go through those stressors. Usually it works for me. I'm able to prep myself and I give myself something to look forward to. So
okay.
Yeah, that's a very, very good thing to do because most times what makes people burn out is when they don't see where they are going to. So it's like, this journey is endless. Can I survive? Right? What you just need to do is give yourself like...
It's endless, so...
It's actually endless, right? But you just need to give yourself a destination. And another thing that I particularly do when I'm burnt out, like, man, I'm not being shy about it. I call for help. I call my sister. I really, really love talking to my sister. If I really need intellectual advice. And if I need to cruise and laugh, I call my younger brother. That boy makes me the happiest man on earth. Aww. Yeah, that boy makes me very happy. So I just call him and...
Esther, I see why she listens to your younger sibling's voice.
No, I don't listen to his advice.
Their voice.
Yeah, just listen to your younger. I just literally need to hear his voice, see his face, ask him how he's doing, and it just gives me hope that okay, maybe this thing is worth fighting for, So just that hope.
That's so cute.
I feel like my sister opens a bank app anytime I call her.
Oh yes, money too.
Actually, unexpected money.
We cannot throw away our.
Oh my
I think we
God.
save it for last. Money. Please, anytime you're burnt out and you can get money, just get money. I feel like just doing your account balance and seeing that you have. It's automatically
so therapeutic, honestly.
You don't even need to spend the money.
Just looking at your account.
You just need to tell them, please, can you just send 10,000? I just need to be looking at the money account. Once you see it, you're like, okay, maybe it's not so bad after all. Maybe it's not so bad.
You get? I can get through
you can't
this.
be going through all of this and still be broke.
Oh God, let's not go there. I feel like every night. I feel like it's probably an arc in every Nigerian student's life. There are some periods where I don't want to know whether your dad is the president of the country. You will reach a point in your life where you're like, oh, more times are hard. And you're seeing that severe absence of purchasing ability. And you're like,
By the way, we just spoke about that in the previous episode because
you can't look left, look right. See, before I used to buy, please just give me one. But I used to buy 2 eggs.
Just give me one.
One is enough for me.
I think one is what I need.
Yes, I don't need 2. 2 is too much.
2 is too much. You get so money too. Please, this is a notice to every big brother.
Send us money.
Please.
This is Christmas period. Send us money, guys.
This is my cue to call my brother.
Please, you
Send us money, guys.
Yes, now, but people are also calling me.
Send us money, guys.
Yesterday I still disbursed.
I think. Let me just share this. I think So most times when I'm talking to people about mental health and stuff, and I'm asking, okay, how do you take care of your mental health? People just say, please just send me money. Don't talk to me. The talk is too much. Don't say. If you send me money, like 70% of my go. Yeah, but money is very good. So please, if you know you have a younger sibling in school, call them. Just don't let them beg for it. Just send it to them.
Yeah, that's why I love my sister. She doesn't. I don't need to ask.
They're probably shy.
I probably just said hi like this.
Yes.
I
And
laugh.
she has opened her bank up and she's like,
And even if you don't have money, right? Even
If
if you don't have money as a big sibling, right? You can just show them that support that you're there. Most times they probably just need you to know that someone, because it's very easy to feel alone, and I think that's something that happens when you're burnt out. You feel alone. So you don't want to feel alone, right? So please, if you know your friend is probably going to feel that kind of way, just be there. You don't need to do anything more. You just have to be there, right? And just show that you know they're alone, we're together. So,
We got a D.
Wonderful. What? Oh, me.
Yes. You've literally
Biggest
gone
final
through.
year.
You've literally gone through every possible thing.
Tell us.
See that side. Let's go out.
Okay, I think I first experienced burnout during MB1
Oh.
because I was not a good student. I was not a good preclinical student. If a yearbook, they said, what were you going to do differently? I wrote, I will go back and be a good preclinical student. I was plain throughout preclinicals. And I wasn't putting a lot of effort. So when the exams came, it was also overwhelming. So I went home and I went to my parents' room and I just knelt down and I was crying. And they're like, what's going on? I said, Daddy, allow me to change my course. I said, Daddy, allow me to change my course. So I'll do another thing. I'll even have first class. But just, I don't want to do this medicine anymore.
We've all been there.
I mentioned so many courses. I said, if I do this, I've even already searched for career options. So that my dad will know that I came prepared. He said, if I study this, I can do this. If I do this, I can do this. I'll just submit letter. I've gone to know the procedure. And they just let me go on and on and on. And when I was done, my dad is like, okay, you're not changing your course.
Oh my Jesus.
But I agreed that you need to take a breath. And that was when I realized that it doesn't matter how much everything gets to me. Knowing when to take that breath and just, let it dissipate is the best. But I think during MV3, I felt sick. I was burnt out and I was sick and I wrote that exam in sickness. I was vomiting every day. I couldn't eat. I couldn't do anything. The entire period of the exam, I didn't even study. I was just mushing up the energy to go for the exams.
Wow.
And that was the worst. That was like my worst experience in medical school.
Wow.
So that's what happens when you're burnt out and you don't do anything about it, or you say, oh, you can keep pushing, you can keep pushing. I was telling myself, I'm very functional, even when I'm burnt out. And yeah, that happened. But the beauty of it was doing medical school with my sister. I think it was really amazing because she would come to my room every day. She'd bring me food. Have you eaten? Most of the time I was wasting the food because I couldn't even eat. But she would still come again with food. She would still do everything that I needed to do. It was just really nice. And now that I'm her roommate, I don't think I've experienced any burnout. I mean, having my sibling right there, like I never feel alone. I annoy her when I need to annoy somebody. I frustrate her. I force her to kiss me. You get it's like every day I come back from school, I have my rejuvenation plan lying on her bed, and I get to use her as I please. So yes, I haven't been burnt out since then.
Interesting. So when you now leave now, she should not be facing the burnout.
In Jesus'
name. Amen.
All right. So now, how can medical schools better support student self-care and well-being? E.g., ComUI.
I quite like the ComUI curriculum compared to a lot of other schools. However, the reason why some schools can get breaks and holidays that we do not get is because they do not spend as much time in postings as we do. And it comes to play in why we are generally better doctors and better students than some of those people. There's a school, I don't remember the school now, but they do medicine, anesthesia, emergency, and one other ridiculous posting. They shall do all 4 at once, and everything is 8 weeks. Now, the only time a posting is actually merged in ComUI is medicine and emergency.
Yeah.
And that was because up until I think this year, emergency medicine was not a residency. Going forward, they are looking to revise it such that you have an emergency posting and you spend all of your time at the emergency working in shifts.
I'm not sure I want that, sorry.
I don't want that.
Now that there's a residency program. I forgot about now where to be my own name. So like it's like you never can really eat your cake and have it.
Yeah.
But one thing that they can do was, or one of the best ideas or suggestions I've heard was Laulu's suggestion about how those integrated lectures we have in 300 level do not have any significant impact on our lives. And they can decide to bring something more significant forward, like let's do block 1 pattern farm day.
During those times.
During that time. It's just 4 weeks and we have an entire semester of 12 weeks. We can even spend more time doing pattern farm because if you notice, doctors tell us, the doctors are always saying it, that we don't know pattern farm.
That's actually a very good point.
I didn't realize the importance of pattern farm until after I'd done block 2 and passed the exam. And then it made sense why they were prescribing word for word and why this was not given and why you needed to know the side effects of the drugs.
Yes, that makes a lot of sense.
It's the same reason why you don't want to give some certain drugs to pregnant women. Do you understand? Like, it will make sense to you. So Laulu was like, if they bring pattern farm to that place, and let us have block 1 and maybe have block 1 for like 6 weeks. By the time you are crossing, you can go to medicine 1, surgery 1, such that you will now have a gap of like 4 to 6 weeks in the entire this thing, and then they can use it to give us strategic breaks.
Yeah, actually.
After every marathon posting, I always say it. There's a marathon posting in every year, and in those marathon postings, there should be a break.
Man, you
Can you imagine that my class wrote MB2? We finished MB2 on Tuesday, and they expected us to resume ONG2 on Wednesday. And we said no, and they said we're entitled brats, we're ridiculous, we're this thing. We just finished an exam this intense.
Doesn't make sense to resume
the following
immediately.
day. And when we demand for these things, and that makes us look very ridiculous because it has been done. Our seniors were doing it. So now we look like the Gen Z children that have refused to give them peace of mind. When there was no light and water, that would not go to school. You people know the things that they also said.
We know.
So like, I honestly feel like the management needs to come together and sit down with the students and let's discuss a way for us to move forward. And that was why ComCard was set up.
Yeah, we actually need to have another ComCard.
But the resolutions of ComCard have never had any form of impact. They will just set up the committee so that you think you have some power, but they are not going to use it. So I keep saying that this is a new provost. So many things can be changed because it's a new administration entirely.
Yeah.
If the student leaders come together and say, sir, let's have a discussion on how things can be better, I'm pretty sure that because it's a new administration, there might be some considerations to be made. However, if no considerations are made, you just have to keep trying. But to be honest, there's a reason why our curriculum is this rigorous, and it's because they don't want us to end up as the others. If we want the breaks the others are getting, we will end up as doctors like the others, and it just takes away the
actually because
medicine.
House officers that come from other schools to come and do house job in UCH, they're always very surprised, and in my head I'm like, I'm sorry, didn't you do this in your medical school? And they're like, oh no. Or when you come for ward call and they're like, what are you doing on the ward? I'm like, ward call? They said, people are supposed to be on the ward. I say, yes. You're not on the ward in your school. Or the day I helped the house officer cite a line, and another house officer was just there puzzled. And it was like he cited his first line as the house officer.
What do you mean?
And I'm like, sorry,
I crossed the clinical, they gave me cannula.
The 400 level.
Yeah, an E.
Most people will have settled their first line
If
in
you're
some
okay with
100
Dr.
level.
Bado, you just give, you not set line, have you? Go and do it.
Did I not meet you early? So like what we're paying for is what makes us better doctors. And they are not willing
To compromise on
that.
to give us breaks.
To give us breaks.
But then we also need the breaks.
Yeah, but we also so there needs to be a balance.
Exactly.
So we need to come together and find a balance.
I hope
because
we
I
can
honestly think
find
it can
it.
work.
I hope so too.
And they don't also want to make it long.
And that's another thing, but it ends up being longer. No matter what, forces will
Thank
come
God
together.
for radiate, sha, and this fumigation.
Honestly, this
And if
fumigation,
you guys
And
know
the
that
strike too.
2 weeks at the end of the year, you go home.
exactly, that fumigation has been saving our lives.
Thank God for fumigation.
Hope makes it better.
All right, so to end the episode, because we spent quite a bit of time, it has been therapeutic, eye-opening as well. So we're going to do this or that. So I think everybody's going to go with one option, but I'm going to ask it regardless. So family time or alone time,
Family time.
right? Okay. Well, you the guys might not be able to pick this option, but do nails or face mask?
Nails.
Nails too.
Nails.
See,
I went to the salon
medicine.
yesterday and I told her, I was going to come next week.
See,
School has
doing
finished.
medicine,
I had to get
and
my
not being
nails
able
done.
to keep my nails I was struggling with that.
When I got to medical school, that was when I started to like use my natural nails. Like all the while, I look at my hands and I'm like,
6 years.
something is missing.
and then my parents are very strict, and my dad is like, if I come home now with my nails, my dad will not say anything because he knows we're going on break. But if he catches my nails in the middle of school, I'm going to get the tongue lashing of my life, because it's like when you're in school, you focus on school. So now that there's 4 weeks break,
It's 4 weeks.
oh, it's 2 weeks for you, 4 weeks for me.
It's okay. You don't need to rub it in our face. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, reading or movies?
Movies.
Movies, oh.
Don't
All
get
the
spend
way.
time on Netflix. You're asking me.
Movies.
Okay, mood tracker or habit tracker?
Habit tracker.
I think habits tracker, yes.
Habits. Because why you try? What are you
I
tracking my
don't
mood
track
for?
my
Why
mood.
did I
My
go to
mood
hell?
can be very explosive sometimes. So
Fair. Lip balm or body balm?
lip balm.
What's body balm? Body cream?
Body cream.
And
Because
something like that.
I'm body.
I mean,
it's
in
lip
this-
balm.
In this
Lip balm. My lips have to always be moisturized. See, every part of my face has to always be moisturized at any point in time. I would definitely say that I consider it of more importance than the rest of my body. My
Interesting.
face, yes.
Oh yeah, now. Okay, indoors or outdoors?
Indoors.
I like outdoors.
Indoors with a little bit of outdoors. No,
With food and Netflix.
if I'm
inside.
going
It's
outdoors,
safe out there. It's
if
safe
I'm going
inside.
outdoors, it has to be with my people. Like we're going to party. That's it.
I don't see. There's nothing
That's it.
outside. There's nothing outside.
There are some
Please
things
stay
outside.
inside. Watch film.
Okay,
Sleep.
essential oils or candles?
Candles.
I feel like essential oils for me.
What are essential oils?
I have candles. So
Shower
it's
oil.
definitely
Wait,
candles.
what day is it for?
You rub to my body now.
It's aromatherapy. You do it in family medicine.
Okay. No,
We have done family medicine.
And you don't do aromatherapy. Dr. Lori is not going to be happy with you.
Wait, let's cut this part out.
Okay, final one. Tea or coffee?
Tea.
Coffee.
Tea. I don't know how you would take coffee. I
I don't
don't
know how
like
people take
it.
coffee.
It's
Do you
very
get
nice. The taste
tea,
is really
period.
nice.
Wait,
And
the tea.
Or
Let's
hot
declare.
chocolate?
Yes.
No,
I think when people say tea, I think they mean.
No,
tea.
when she says tea, she means like green tea, right?
yeah,
And now that's a tea bag.
Tea bag.
Yeah,
eh?
yeah.
Tea, oh.
Yeah, tea.
I
Yeah.
prefer coffee.
Tea over
But
hot
I
chocolate.
prefer
tea over
hot
coffee.
chocolate, not hot chocolate.
I have like three different flavors in my room.
Oh my
right
god,
now.
okay, I love flavored teas. But
Obviously, is it the plain one? It's not the plain one. I have a ginger and lemon one I haven't tried.
We have come to the end of this wonderful episode. We've spent quite a bit of time talking about self-care. You guys, it's very important to take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, please. If something should happen to you, life will move on. People move on. That work, like clean yourself over, it's move. It doesn't mean that you should not be meticulous with your work, or it doesn't mean that you should not be 100%. But if you need to take out time to care for yourself, please do. It is very, very important.
Yeah.
Your body cannot survive on 40, 20, 30%. You break down.
Except you're an ABH phone. You go survive, pa.
Fairs.